Hi, this is Michael Goldberg for We Love Soaps TV, and with me today is Gary Cowling, who is not only an actor for the web series nominated show, Indie Series Award nominated show, Hustling, but is also a producer of the show and is also an actor on the show.
Thank you, Michael. Yes.
You're very welcome. Tell me a little bit about your character.
Mitchell starts out in the pilot as a career guidance counselor for Ryan, and then he slowly becomes more of a mentor, maybe even a friend.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's, you have to have some parental advice,
Well, I thought it was really interesting how at the very beginning he was that mentor, and then all of a sudden things changed.
Yeah, and with the episodes that have yet to be aired, it changes a little bit more.
Nice. Nice. So tell me a little bit about being a producer on the show.
Well, being a producer on a very lovely, exciting, sexy, funny indie web series means that I was an actor and the script supervisor, did some background casting. At some point I ran the camera, at some point I ran sound, and at some point I ran for props. Then you end up with buying the baby oil and carrying the adult props. And
The best part.
yeah, so it was very exciting in the second season when we got a lovely money from our Kickstarter friends, and were able to get a lovely film crew and wonderful cinematographer, Matthew Kramer.
Nice.
And so I had to do a little bit less.
And then how did you get involved with Hustling to begin with?
I did a play about 6 years ago with Sebastian, out of town, down in Florida, wonderful play, for 3 months. And when he was starting to write the series in LA, he had people in mind for some of the stuff, and he shyly invited them to come on board, and he said, I don't know if you'd be interested, and I said yes. And everybody he wrote for said yes too, so that's the beginnings.
Yes. Well, I'm glad you said yes. So that was a good thing.
Well, it was Mickey and Judy put on a show, We found a barn and learned how to do some stuff we didn't know how to do, and the rest is history.
How do you feel about the last 2 episodes? Anything you can spoil?
Yes.
I cannot wait for that. That's going to be amazing.
Oh, well, don't tell anybody.
No, I won't tell a soul.
It's exciting. It's, seasons end with murders or deaths or babies or things, and, Hustling won't disappoint.
And with me today is Marc Sinoway, star of Hustling, which has been nominated for 9 awards. Welcome, Marc.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Definitely. So you play kind of character who isn't such a nice guy. Give me your take on Simon.
Well, let me ask you, what makes him not nice? What have you seen him do that's not nice so far?
I don't think he seems very friendly. I don't think he wants the best for Ryan.
Perhaps you're misjudging him. Do you have any actual proof from what you've seen that Simon is not a nice guy?
I do have video proof.
Okay. Okay. In this, there's lots of types of people in this world. Mm-hmm. Some will do anything to get ahead. Mm-hmm. Some have loyalty. Some like to play around with people. Some just, are into what's fun at the moment, what's good for them. But Simon is somewhere on that range of people.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So where do you find that inner sleaze inside of you?
I was born with it, baby.
Yeah.
It's funny. Everyone just assumes I'm really sleazy. I know. Like my internet persona is an ill slut, so maybe that's why. And yeah, people always cast me as things like that.
Well, I didn't assume you were sleazy. I was wondering, where do you find the inner sleazy? You may be sleazy, but
it's what? Some things you can just play naturally with very little effort. Some things you can just do, and other things you have to work really hard at. I've never had to work too hard to be sleazy.
Very good, very good, very good. The last scene of the last episode that was it was a scene of
yeah, you did. I know what's up.
Yeah, I'm here reminding you what you filmed yourself. What was going on there?
Okay, so Simon was watching a live video feed of what was going on in Fire Island at Boyd's house, and I mean that scene looks like a 1997 Falcon porn, two ripped guys in Speedos. And I mean, you can't really blame Simon for liking it, can you?
No.
Okay, there you go. I mean, so what? He's dating Charlie. I mean, there's two very attractive, large men in Speedos. That does not in any way take away from his love for Charlene, of course.
Of course. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out there. So thank you for explaining.
Like I said, what I said in the moment, like I think Simon does whatever's right for him at the moment, whatever feels good, whatever is going to further him, the most, or he has a good time. I don't think he's the best human being. I wouldn't have him babysit my kids probably. I don't have kids.
Yeah. Good to know. Good to know. Anything you can tell me about hunting season?
I don't have much to say, to be honest, but hunting season 2 will be shooting shortly. And by shortly, I mean probably spring. It's being written right now. I have no plot points, no anything. I just know that one major relationship will implode. I don't know if I'm involved. I really know absolutely nothing of what becomes of Tommy.
One relationship implodes.
Yes.
You've given me absolutely no information.
I mean, exactly. I've heard things over the months, like it might be a little bit of a different setup than what people are used to, but I honestly don't know where it stands at this moment.
Okay. Quickly back to hustling, of course. How did you get involved with it?
Okay, so basically at his premiere he invited me to, I was basically like had my tongue out of my mouth, like, because I wasn't, when people invite you to things in New York, sometimes they're not so good, and you just go to support your friends. And I hadn't seen Hustling, and I saw those 3 episodes, and I was like, and I was like going on and on and on about how effing good it was, like how high quality it was, how everyone's so hot and sexy. Yeah, I guess that could translate into I want to do this show, but that's what it was. So I was going on and on and on. I was so impressed with season 2. I was like obsessed with it.
Okay, so you basically walked on set.
Yeah, pretty much, I guess. And then at the Indie Soap Awards, I was very, very happy that they won because I was, I became such a fan of the show so immediately, and I was like, yeah, that's probably how it happened.
Well, the show has 9 nominations. You're part of an amazing show, and just got to say thank you for being here. Anything you want to share about what's going on in the world of Marc?
Well, thanks for having me. I've got a lot going on. I'm cleaning my room.
Nice. How much do you charge for that?
To clean someone else's room?
Mm-hmm.
Probably more than anyone has. I'm not even good at doing my job, at doing my own. I'm probably going to get a glass of wine sometime this week, and I'm going to go to the gym or something.
Sounds good to me. Thank you, Marc.
Thank you.